Hello, welcome to this video. My name's Dan, aka Lucent. I'm a singer-songwriter, and today I'm going to be reacting to Fearless, Taylor's version, all of the new tracks from the vault. Let's go. Yay, it's re-release day. It's re-release day. It's re-release day. It's the first re-release for Taylor. She's re-recorded all of Fearless so that she has the rights to all the music. We're very happy for her. I've already gone back and changed all of my Spotify playlists and all my liked ones. So all of the old Fearless stuff has been unliked and has been replaced with Taylor's version. She's finally actually having ownership over her own songs again. We love that for her. It's unprecedented for an artist to do this. So therefore I was a little bit like not sure what to do for this reaction, because obviously like I reacted to Fearless back in like September. I'll leave a card if you want to check out my original Fearless reaction. So that I was like, you know, that was really recently. Like, I don't think there's much point in me reacting to the whole thing again. I kind of thought, okay, what I'll do is I'll react to all of the From the Vault tracks. Cool, yeah. So before we get started, if you're new here, which, I mean, a lot of you aren't because you've been following my Taylor Swift content for ages, love to all of you. If you are new here, then make sure to subscribe to the channel. I actually checked recently and I've still like about 85% of my views come from unsubscribed people. So what are you waiting for? Click on the subscribe. Okay, without any further ado, let's get on to it. So the first of the songs from the vault is actually You All Over Me, which I reacted to a couple of weeks ago. So if you want to check out that reaction, then I'll leave a link to that. So let's go on to Mr. Perfectly Fine. So I know that like Mr. Perfectly Fine was released earlier in the week, but I've avoided listening to it so I could save my reaction for you. So, you know, you should feel very special. This is song number 1. Song number 22. This is Mr. Perfectly Fine. Let's go. Ooh, okay. It's got a bit of pace. It feels like Last Great American Dynasty vibes. Mr. Perfect Face. So she's looking at this guy and thinking, you know, you're the one who was going to stay forever. Oh, the guy that I've been waiting for. Oh, that's really sweet. Oh, change of heart. Haha, it's fine, yeah. Oh, yeah. So, Mr. Casually Cruel in the name of being honest. So she'd already come up with that lyric before Red and saved it, obviously. Yeah. So it started off so well and then he had a change of heart and it all changed. Oh, you can hear young Taylor here, can't you? I really like this song. Oh, he's moved on and he doesn't even care. This is really good. Like, how did this get cut off of the original album? It's like amazing that she's still got songs like this that were never even released. She just can write, can't she? Sashay away. Oh. Oh my god. Changing it from Mr. to Miss. She's such a good songwriter. Mr. Too Late. Ah! Oh my god. The TTT is back. Oh, yes. That key change is so good. I love this. This is so good. This reminds me of You Belong With Me. Maybe that's why they cut it off, because it kind of has similar DNA to You Belong With Me. Oh, love it. Oh my god. Even she's digging out all these old songs and I still am in love with every single one. Oh my god, that's so good. I love that. I'm adding that to my current bops. If you haven't followed it yet, I do a Spotify playlist called Current Bops, which is basically what I'm listening to at the moment. So if you want to like listen to what I'm listening to, you can follow that. I'll leave the link in the description. Oh my god. I love that so much. Mr. Perfectly Fine. Mr. Casually Cruel in the name of being honest. Yeah, another like such a well-written song to like, it's another one of those typical Taylor songs with a typical Taylor twist that starts in one place, it has a beginning, middle, and an end. It starts with, you were gonna be the guy who was perfect, you were gonna be the forever one, I really believe that this was gonna be it. Then you had a change of heart and things changed, and it's like, okay, now I see you for who you are. And then it kind of turns saying, you know, this is what happened afterwards, this is how you soured, and this is how our relationship actually, you know, went wrong. And then the twist is taking it into her perspective and saying, I was gonna be Miss forever, but you kind of messed it up, you know. And then there was a key change and I loved it. Really, 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 really good. Oh my God, she's so good. I love her. Oh, yes. Okay, so let's go on to the next song. This is We Were Happy. It's already slower. Reminds me of like White Horse vibes. I think that must have been why they decided to cut some of these out, because they had almost like similar vibes already on the album.
Somewhere to be. Back when we had all night.
Oh, back when it was simpler. Looking back to happier times.
We snuck into the circuit. You threw it.
I love this little story that she's telling.
I deserve it.
Ah, back when I deserved it. Oh, that's so heartbreaking. Oh yeah, the strings are nice. Wonder who these songs are about. Oh, nice. I love what they've done with the guitar here. So she's listing all these things and telling us these little stories and vignettes of what they used to do together, and then turning it on its head, instantly then doing the reverse and kind of looking back and actually saying, now this is not like that anymore. I love that kind of structure for a song. It's kind of interesting. Oh yeah, they have future plans. Ooh, yes. Please. Chords. Middle eight, here we go. She's really encapsulating that, how it feels to kind of look back at better times. Ooh, interesting. Yeah, lovely. Cool. Yeah, really beautiful. Like a slightly slower one, definitely has a similar vibes of White Horse, you know, like that kind of sense of being disappointed by where the relationship's gone. Like looking back at all these like little moments of happiness where they used to walk down the street and watch the sunset and all these like beautiful romantic things, and they used to talk about like their future. They kind of fell for one another and really, really fell hard. And then, but like obviously it didn't work out. At the point when she was writing this song, she's looking back and kind of lamenting the past and taking a moment to just like think, oh, we thought we had it all figured out, didn't we? Really, really, really nice. She's just like, even at such a young age, she was just such a brilliant storyteller. You know, she just manages to like find the words to like connect to so many people's experiences on such a kind of fundamental level. The more I've listened to her songwriting, the more now I've heard it kind of develop through the years. Still, from this point, from so early on, she really did have that center of like just knowing exactly how to relay like a personal story and to make it connect and to make it feel so realistic from all the small details and all the kind of truth that you can kind of hear in those little details. It's exactly like in, you know, that's the reason like All Too Well is so devastating. It's kind of inconsequential little detail, and that's kind of what she's picked up in this song, is that it's like there's those kind of very everyday little details, but there's just something so truthful, so romantic about it. Oh, she's so good. Oh, what a babe. I just love Taylor. I'm such a Swiftie now. Like, it's not even a Swiftie conversion anymore. Past tense, Swiftie converted. So this is That's When feat. Keith Urban. Keith Urban, he's the one who is married to Nicole Kidman, right? I'm not sure if I've heard much of his music before. Is he country? As always, I don't really know anything. So please comment below if you have anything to tell me. Especially about who these songs are about. I need to know that. Ooh, okay. Yeah. It's just after they've had an argument. Yeah. So good. Yeah. So they've had an argument and she's kind of saying, you know, like, when can I come back? But they need time to diffuse. I love that it's like the two perspectives. Yes. so well written to have it, her kind of saying, this is his perspective, this is what he's saying, and then him to actually then say it and repeat the chorus. But obviously, he's saying it, you know, it's cool.
Did you ever think of
Ah,
And I said, that's when up in the morning. It was sunny
that's what. So, she's changed perspective. Oh. Yes, I love the change of perspective songs. She's so good at that. Yes. So she switched it to her perspective and she's been kind of thinking the same things, you know.
across you. That's when I'm
Oh, amazing. This is really like her at the height of her like storytelling, beginning, middle, and end thing. So yeah, so she's like, oh my god. So she sets it up and they've had a fight, and then she's like, oh my god, he like and she says, when can I come back? And he says, that's when, you know, the time is right when all these things happen. And then his verse happens and it's like, this is what happened from my perspective, and I'm saying, you know, you can come back, you know, at these points when these things happen. And then she does the amazing Taylor twist once again. I live for this shit, where she changes perspective and and it's like she's been thinking those things the whole time. It's like mine, isn't it? The same thing. So I did a whole video on this style of songwriting, which really just makes me so giddy. I'll leave the link. I basically titled it How Taylor Writes Songs Like Movies, where I talked about mine. I talked about The Last Great American Dynasty in depth. So if you want to hear more of my songwriter chat, then I'll leave a link there for you. But oh my god, like, these songs are really good. I was kind of like coming into it thinking, you know, these are the songs that were cut off. Do you know what I mean? Like, maybe there was a reason they were cut off. Maybe they're not going to be quite the same caliber. But how dare I doubt her, to be honest? I was a fool for ever doubting her. So let's go on to the next song. This is Don't You. I'm assuming it's not, don't you wish your girlfriend was hot like me? Can you imagine if it was a cover like that? That'd be so funny and so random. I like the production already, like that really soft bass drum, kick drum.
into you somewhere.
So after they've broken up, maybe. I love the production on this.
She's nothing like me.
Right, so it's after they've broken up and he's with somebody else, and she's like, oh shit.
Don't you smile at me.
Oh yeah,
If you don't want
yeah,
me again,
yeah.
have you still
Oh, I'm still not over it, so don't. Oh, yes. I just love this. It's another one of those like perspectives that everybody's been through, you know?
ask me?
Yeah. He's just like, oh, it's so nice to see you. And she's like, inside, she's like, I still miss you. Don't play with my emotions like that, you know? Have some respect for how I might feel, you know? You know, this is Taylor Swift we're talking about. She feels deep. Ugh.
If I see you again,
Yeah. Yes. Progression of the story, you know? Again. I love those call and responses. It's cool. Like, I like how it built into, like, the crescendo of the song was kind of mid-chorus. Kind of makes it kind of feel more like... Love it. Oh, that's beautiful. Another brilliant one. Oh my god. Like, so she's come across him in the street, obviously after they've broken up, after he's already moved on with somebody else. And he's like, oh my god, it's so nice to see you. I've missed you so much. And she's like, fuck off. Like, stop. Don't play with my feelings like that. You know that I'm still not completely over this. And if you say you miss me, it just like makes me feel all messed up because I'm still kind of going through this, and you're clearly just like moved on, whatever. It just, you know, makes it really hard and awkward interaction, even worse, because this person's kind of not really thinking it through, and almost maybe not even being truthful, being realistic, especially when you're dating somebody like Taylor, who is clearly like, you know, very emotionally in depth. She like is very committed and really loves so fully, you know. For her to just be able to just move on and just be all okay with it, you know that she wouldn't be able to do that so easily. I know that I wouldn't be able to do that so easily. So don't go about like it's all casual. Say, how are you, you know, rather than saying, oh, I missed you, man. Stop playing with my feelings. Next time I bump into you, don't do this. Yeah, I like how it turned there. Yeah, I mean, I kind of had a similar interaction with somebody I'd kind of been heartbroken by, and like, it just makes you feel that it didn't mean the same thing to them as it did to you, and that's really hurtful, especially if you know that they did feel something and that they're just kind of putting on the kind of like, oh, I'm okay, to kind of like almost like cover up their true feelings. It just like makes the situation worse. Yeah, I relate to her, you know. Right, okay, so before we go on to the final version, just a little PSA. If you haven't clicked subscribe yet and you have really liked this video, then please consider clicking subscribe. I know a lot of you are already subscribers, but it's got to be done because I'm trying to grow this channel. So I want to move to London, but it's obviously really expensive, and I want to get this channel to a place where it can support me financially. So yeah, if you want to support me, then please subscribe, but also like the video because that gives it a boost as well. Love you. Okay, let's go on to the final song. This is Bye Bye Baby, Baby Goodbye. I guess it's probably not a cover. Once again. Bye Bye Baby, Baby Goodbye. It's on an advert at the moment, and it's like every time it comes on TV, it's like, oh my God, stop. Okay, cool. Last song. This is Bye Bye Baby. I like that piano sound. It's like that kind of folky, almost out of tune piano. Rain. Even in the bonus songs, it's raining. And driving as well. All the hallmarks. Oh. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Drawing a line under it, you know? Ooh, yes. I love a little modal moment. Yeah. Nice. Yeah. Sounds like she's talking about the same guy as in Mr. Perfectly Fine and We Were Happy. Yeah, we're moving on. She's kind of sounds ready to move on from all the stuff that doesn't benefit her anymore, you know? Nice. This is nice. Again, I love all these. These are really great. Well, here we go. Yeah, it's not enough. Ugh. Oh, give it to me. Love it. Love that. Ah, oh, yes. That's a really good hook. Oh. 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 Oh, I love that. That was really sweet. Love that. Again, honestly, like all of these deluxe songs have been so good. So good. I'm so glad that she's like made the decision to go back and like dig these new songs out because they're so brilliant, and it's like it would be a waste, you know, if she didn't. That last song just kind of felt like a good kind of closer because it really was like drawing a line under the heartbreak, you know. I'm assuming these are all about the same person. You have to let me know who broke her heart back in the day, because I forget all the stories. She was just like making a choice to draw a line under everything, you know. It was like, actually, I'm saying goodbye to all the things that don't benefit me anymore. I'm saying goodbye to all the heartbreak. I'm moving on. In a similar way, it's like Clean, you know, in 1989, where she's like washing away all the heartbreak. It kind of has that kind of same kind of story, but obviously the song feels very different. These songs, like, they've all been really well made as well. Like the production, instrumentation, I've really enjoyed because it kind of has an essence of old Taylor, yeehaw, you know, real country vibes, but like it's kind of modernized a lot of it. Almost like the sound is halfway between Fearless and Evermore, if that makes sense. I love it. I love it. I loved all of it. I loved all the songs. What can I say? And I'm so like excited to have like updated, modernized versions of all of like my favorites from Fearless, you know. Cool. Okay, so before we finish, we just about got enough time for my song of the week. So the song of the week this week, I'm going back to one of my favorite soul artists, and that is Emily Sandé. She was really big in the UK. I'm not sure how big she was in the US. She did a song on an EP that I didn't really hear much outside of like my own kind of Spotify. I didn't really hear it on the radio or anything. And that song is called Kingdom Coming, and it is such a beautiful song. Basically, she tells the story of her dad and her mum's history moving to the UK, moving to Scotland, because she's Scottish, as immigrants, and having to like work hard in kind of dead-end jobs, not being respected, having a really hard time making a life for themselves, saying to her old parents, saying, you know, don't worry because the kingdom is coming. It kind of has this real sense of like pride in the history of her culture, pride in what her parents did to give her the life that she had, and really having that respect for them. It's a Amazing song. Definitely check it out. It's called Kingdom Coming by Emily Sandé. I'll leave the link to my Song of the Week Spotify playlist in the description. Thank you so much for tuning into this video all the way to the end. I do reactions every single Friday, so make sure to come back next Friday. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.